Yeah, what's up? What's up, everybody? What's up, twitch.tv/the Trident Network? You are locked in to I Love Improv with Trent Dozier. I am your titular host, Trent Dozier. So grateful for everybody to be joining us on another beautiful Monday, or maybe you're listening to this in the future on a podcast on a Wednesday or whatever day you're choosing to intake this. However you're choosing to intake this, doesn't matter to me. We're just happy to have you here. Joining us as always, not just you fine people either listening or watching or whatever you're doing, but she is our fearless leader here at the Trident Network, and above all else, she is our fearless technical support here at I Love Improv with Trent Dozier. If you're in the chat, please say what's up to Val Agnew. What's up, Val?
What's up, Trent?
Felt like I was karate chopping multiple tornadoes in my opening dance number this week.
I was going to say, it started off, it felt to me like Man in Earthquake. And then and then it sort of morphed into Man being attacked by Hornet at some point towards the end.
Okay, so you're saying I wasn't fighting tornadoes is what you're saying.
Well, I mean, I guess it could have been a hornado.
A hornado?
Hornado.
It's like Sharknado, but hornier.
Yes,
all right, well, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I said yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, you know, the dance is always evolving. If you've only ever listened on a podcast, you know, come over, check out the dance sometime, give me some pointers. I like to always say that I'm an enthusiastic dancer. I give a lot of effort, but I'm not a good dancer.
One day I will supercut all your dances together into a TikTok.
Woof. That's a treat probably for somebody somewhere. I don't know. Val, what's going on in the world of the Trident Network? We got some cool things coming up. Of course, the Trident Network is a three-pronged deliverer of entertainment. You can, of course, listen to us via podcasts, or you can watch us live streaming on Twitch like we are right now, or you can watch some pre-recorded videos, or maybe some videos that were recorded live on Twitch at the time and then transfer over to YouTube later. Kind of like this show. This show does all three, as I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This is the perfect show. Am I right, Val?
Oh, you're my perfect baby.
Thank you. Never forget that. I'm Val's number one boy. Also, if you would like to subscribe to the Trident Network here on Twitch, there should be a purple subscribe button somewhere right down here below my finger. Mm-hmm. Am I in the ballpark, Val?
Yeah, you're pretty close.
Oh, okay, cool. If you subscribe to that, you'll be notified of any time the Trident Network is going live on Twitch, because of course I Love Improv with Trent Dozier is not the only show that goes live on Twitch. So if you're subscribed, you'll know anytime we're going live, including this show. Also, there's a bunch of fun podcasts that have either just wrapped up or are in the thick of it right now, or just debuted. Dr. Raymond Pant's Books on Tape on Demand just wrapped up their most recent season, which was a Grimm Fairy Tales parody. So go check that out wherever you listen to podcasts. One of the Trident Network's newest podcasts is Anjali Vision, which is about pop culture and TV and whatnot. Go check out that. Go give those a listen. And then, of course, as always, you can listen to our fearless leader, Val Agnew, and her fearless partner, Allie Ring, on D-Commentaries as they discuss D-Commentaries, aka Disney Channel original movies. And Val, you guys just I know we talked about it like a month ago maybe, but that episode is still out there on the Patreon if you want to check out. As I mentioned, Val and we like Star Wars, but Allie Ring has never seen Star Wars, and Val and Al did a very special Patreon only episode where Allie watches Star Wars for the first time, the original episode 4, New Hope. So check that out. You can become a patron at patreon.com/the Trident Network. And then finally, something to look forward to in the future. We're like 3 or 4 weeks out here, but Trident Trivia is coming back on June 11th, streaming live on twitch.tv/the Trident Network. It's going to be Vanderpump Rules themed. Val, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. I admittedly don't know that much about Vanderpump Rules, but I do know everyone else is talking about Vanderpump Rules right now. And our Trident Trivia host, Kristen Hallen, is obsessed. So she is going to put together some awesome trivia for whoever wants to come and compete and play for some bragging rights on how much they know about all the scandals.
Wow, that's crazy. Famously, I think there's only one reality TV show that's worth anything, and that's MTV's The Challenge. Everybody, make sure you're locked into MTV to catch on new seasons of The Challenge, or of course, get a Paramount Plus subscription. They got all the seasons there. It's great. It's my favorite streaming service. But I'm not. That's not an official ad. We're not getting paid by Paramount Plus.
Yet.
That's a yet. That's a personal recommendation. In fact, I'm going to keep talking about Paramount Plus on every platform that I have until I am getting free stuff from them or something. Top Gun Maverick's on there, also Top Gun Originals on there. It's good. It's good stuff. I don't know. Val, anything else we should mention? Oh, I got one other thing to mention. You can throw that ticket link in the chat right now if you want to. This is only going to be relevant, unfortunately, to our live viewers right now, but this Wednesday, 2 days from now, on May 24th, 7 p.m., the Yard Theater, Los Angeles, California, the newest edition of Cam and Trent's Family Reunion, starring me, Trent, and former guest of this show, Cam Hurt. It's our weekly variety show in LA. We got some great stand-up, some great sketch, and of course some great improv coming down the pike on Wednesday. So if you're around 7 p.m., it would be awesome if you wanted to see some live entertainment. Come on down and join us, and I'll mention that again at the end of the episode. All right, Val, now I ask you, anything else we need to talk about?
Well, I would say everyone who's watching and loves this show, which I assume is a Venn diagram that is actually a circle, get excited because the next time we are doing this show is going to be a fun iteration. I'm going to leave it there. Just know it'll be a special episode of some kind.
Yes, that will be the 12th, June 12th.
Yes. So we're going to keep the details close to our vest for right now. But stay tuned and get excited because it's going to be good.
Yes. More info on that coming as soon as we have it. The tease I'll give is I'm going to be in a different state than I am right now. And it might even be the same state that Val's in right now.
Maybe.
We'll see. No promises, baby. All right, Val, should we bring on this week's guest? Are we ready to do a little bit of improv? What do we say?
Let's do it.
Sorry, had to take a sip, and Val's "Let's do it" wasn't as long as
Sorry, next time I'll drag it out more.
Yeah, next time be like, "Let's do it." Okay, here we go. This week's guest is someone I'm very excited to have on. They were on my Herald team at the old IO Chicago Theater back in the day, old pre-pandemic. Slice, a team that we've talked about on the show before. Everybody, if you're in the chat right now, please give some love to this week's guest, my friend, soon to be yours, Erica Geiser. Hello, Erica.
Hello, how's it going?
Oh, great. I'm, as you know, because I've said to you already, I'm very excited to be doing improv with you. How's it going over there?
Good, same here. It's been a while since we performed together.
I think we could probably literally figure out exactly what date it was the last time we performed together, because it would have been whatever the last Slice show was before the pandemic.
So sad. Yeah.
And then that was kind of it for everybody until now.
Yeah.
Well, as I mentioned, Erica and I were on the same team together, Slice, and that was a great team. And I don't think we didn't know each other at all before that. And now, much like everybody else on Slice, I'm like, hell yeah, now I got a great friend. This worked out great for me. I love improv. Oh my God,
yeah.
I do love improv. That's the name of the whole freaking show. All right, well, Erica, are you ready to do some improv with me for the first time in like, what, 3 years probably?
Hell yeah, I am.
All right. Okay, Erica and I need a suggestion because we're about to do improv, as I've mentioned. Now, if you've seen the show before, you probably know the spiel I'm about to get into. But if you haven't seen the show, I think any suggestion is a great suggestion. However, here at I Love Improv with Trent Dozier, we are looking for something very specific when we get our suggestions. We want something meaty, something hearty, thick, a lot of meat on the bone, as they say. So, for example, if you were going to give the suggestion of Post-it note, instead, we would like something along the lines of Trent and Erica are twins who are trying to finish their homework, and they're arguing about who's going to have to go to the store to pick up more Post-it notes, and Erica has a peg leg and Trent has 3 arms. Something like that, something with a lot of info for us to pull from. Now, if you have part 2 of my spiel, if you have seen Erica perform before, feel free to start throwing suggestions in the chat. But if you haven't seen Erica perform before, or maybe you haven't even seen me perform before, I am about to compliment Erica and tell her what I love about her as an improviser. And perhaps that could influence my compliments towards Erica might influence the type of scene you want to see Erica and I do together, or it might influence the type of character that you want to see Erica play. So, like I said, if you're locked and loaded, feel free to fire off some suggestions now. Otherwise, Erica, are you ready to receive compliments?
I'm so ready. There's like nothing better than a compliment.
Yeah. Well, you're about to get more than one, let me tell you.
All right.
Oh. Yeah, what if I was like, Erica, I have only one compliment and that's it. I think you only do one thing well.
I would still be really, really happy, to be honest.
Oh, well, I got more than one, so freaking get ready. Okay, as I said, when we were put on Slice together, I think it was probably like December of 2019. No, December of 2018. Whatever. I know it was December. And there were only 2 people on the team who I didn't know at all, had no information to pull from. That was Ariel, who has been on the show previously, and Erica. And it was weird because I felt like everybody else, I had a relationship with like Miranda and Laura, and there were people who I had seen perform like Will and Dan and Carl, and I was like super excited. I was super genuinely excited to be on that team, and it's always exciting to wade into a new area and figure out new people. And especially me, I felt like I knew everybody in Chicago, and just to be like, man, I've never seen Erica or Ariel perform. That's crazy to me. And then Erica, with you specifically, I felt like I didn't know how to play with you for the first couple months. And then it clicked with me that I think you and I play very similarly. And I was like, oh, that's why it's not clicking with me, because I think Erica likes what I like, and it just took me a long time to figure it out. Now, what I think you do the best, and I've been thinking about this all day, and I've been having a hard time I know exactly how I feel about it and how it makes me feel, which is great. I am having a hard time verbalizing it, because I think at the core, it's like our brains work differently. And so I feel like at our core, both of us kind of walk into a scene and are like, okay, how can I fuck with everybody right now? That would be the most, I think that would be the most fun for me. But I feel like I do it in a way where I'm like literally a cartoon character, like sneaking into the scene, like, uh-oh, here comes trouble. And I feel like you do it where you walk in like a professional, talking ill of myself. But I feel like you walk in like a professional, and you carry yourself as someone who is not silly and goofy, and then you start talking and I'm like, this motherfucker is just as silly and goofy as I am. And just like I don't know, man. Some of the moves you make and the stuff you say, like I said, it's hard to explain because it's just like I can't put my finger on it, but your brain moves in a different way and you take things in directions that I would never expect. And you do it, but you don't do it like players who normally do that, where they're so over the top about it. I think you're like such a beautiful blend of like the precision of an assassin and the like the goofiness of a goof, basically. I don't know. I think it's such a wonderful blend of seriousness and silliness. And like I said, I think it's only you only present as serious. I think you are a very silly, fun person. And by the end of our time together on Slice, I think we were a team for like 2 years or whatever. I was like, you know, tripping over myself. If you were out on stage, I'd be like, well, I'll go do a scene with Erica. I don't mind that at all. And so that's why I really liked being on Slice. I think at the end of the day, the majority of us were like silly little goofballs. And I think just that we were all kind of silly little goofballs in the same way, especially on stage. And your energy was such a nice, perfect, like evening out, a perfect balance. I loved it so much. And I feel like there's not a lot of people who play like that, who play like you do, that combination of the two. So I love that. I love getting to play with you. I'm super excited to be able to play with you now, and I'm excited for us to, now that you're in LA, also do more stuff in the future, starting this summer, hopefully. And this is just, tonight is about to be the first step in us getting back to improvising together. How was all that? Too much? Not enough?
Yeah. No, I loved that. That's great. I think it's fun too how like you brought up Ariel as well. I think I said that to her before, but Ariel is like what I think I look like a cool, like tatted up, kind of serious like person. But like actually I'm just like a very, very like silly person. So I think that like I feel very seen by you.
Good. I honestly, it's so funny that you say that too, because sometimes I will like put on an outfit and walk out of the house and be like, hell yeah, I look sweet today. Got my Ariel on, you know, I'm feeling cool. And then
Yeah.
I'll like look in the mirror and I'll be like, oh man, I'm not cool. I'm just some fucking little dork. Love improv, baby. We're just a
Yeah,
couple little goofballs who
100%.
love goofing, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Val, how are we looking?
Well, we've got a quiet audience tonight.
That's okay.
But I think I got something for you if you'd like to.
That's okay. We were talking before the show. I was like, I do kind of hope it's a Val suggestion today because Val's been the queen of suggestions this year.
Whew, a lot of pressure. Okay.
No pressure. No pressure. It's gonna be fun no matter what, Val.
Okay. I think I would like to see you two working at a discovery zone in the like ticket like where, you know, did you ever go to a discovery zone? Am I aging myself right now?
It sounds like the Museum of Science and Exploration in San Jose, which is like a
it's
okay.
it's
I'll see myself out.
It's like a combination of like Dave and Buster's, Chuck E. Cheese, like ball pit, like slides, you know, like the play place at McDonald's, but like on steroids. And
like Chuck E. Cheese, if like you want your kids to have like a college activity to like put on their essays.
Kind of.
To get into like a really good middle school or something.
It's like a Chuck E. Cheese and a McDonald's play place had a baby. And so there is like the arcade part of it, but then there's also like the play stuff, right? And like everyone, at least everyone my age, at least in like Chicago, had their birthday party there when they were like 6, 7, right? Like it was like the place to have your birthday party. So given that information, you are, it is, let's say it's 1995, you are 2 employees who have been working there together for a while. You didn't know each other before you started working there, but you've become friends from working there. And it's like already like 4 hours into your shift, and it's just a wild Saturday with like 8 birthdays going on.
Hell yeah. That sounds good to me. Great. Thanks, Val.
Yeah, have fun.
Erica, you ready?
I'm ready.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Val.
Have fun.
Oh, okay. I think I got that. I think I got that party all squared away. So we should be good on them for the next hour until we got to do the cake for them or whatever.
Oh man, I swear if I have to clean up puke again this weekend, I'm just not long for this world.
It's okay. We just got to work. We just got to work a couple more shifts, and then we'll have enough money to go to the Taylor Swift concert. And that's what we just got to. If we keep focused on our goal, if we keep focused on our goal, then it's going to be you, me, a million other Swifties, and the Queen Swiftie herself. And then working at this hellhole all summer will have been worth it.
I mean, I agree. It's like the only thing that's keeping me going is thinking about being there, singing along, seeing her dive into the stage, all that stuff. But I've also been collecting all the extra tokens I've been finding around after the party.
What?
And I will say, I know I'm not regular rich, but I'm kind of getting discovery rich right now.
Oh my God, how many tokens do you have on you right now?
Do you see how badly my pants are sagging?
Yeah, I thought you were trying to go for a cargo short look. Is that not natural?
Well, I kind of, it's a twofer, but yeah, no, I am loaded with coins right now.
Oh my God. So you're saying you're going to go for a prize?
Yeah.
Are you going for the golden hammer?
I am 100% going for the golden hammer, and I'm going to take that to the Taylor Swift concert. And I'm just going to, people are going to love me. Are you kidding me? Going there with the golden hammer?
You're saying you're close to 1,000 tokens?
Yeah, man, look at my sag.
I mean, you are sagging very hard. Do you want like a belt or something, or maybe
No.
like a rope?
No, I kind of like the risk involved here.
Damn. That's why, see, before the summer, I didn't have any cool friends who I thought were like dangerous or risky or, like a risk taker of any variety. And then, I get this job, and turns out I meet the coolest guy of all time. And I don't want to put that pressure onto you, think like you got to keep up being cool or whatever, because you're like not even doing anything that you wouldn't normally do. It's just like natural. And I just see you do stuff, and I'm like, damn, Rocco is sweet. I love Rocco, and I'm so happy that I met him.
Dude, Justin, you are also dangerous. You like barely ever take your inhaler with you to work.
Yeah, that my mom's been really getting on me about that, but sometimes I'm just kind of like, Rocco doesn't have an inhaler, so why should I?
Justin, that's like really badass. I've been like legit worried when you've been like picking kids apart, like that are fighting or getting too crazy, that like I see you getting out of breath. That is dangerous.
Yeah, it's honestly scary for me, because not only are there like little limbs flying at me, like usually it's like, if it's two kids, I mean, that's like 16 limbs basically, or 16 like points of attack, because if you got 8 points of hands, elbows, knees,
Justin,
feet.
just say you're bad at math.
I'm bad at math.
All right, it's fine.
I'm good at other stuff. I'm good at reading.
Listen, I suck at math too, man.
You do?
That's why I'm judging the amount of money I have by weight.
You haven't counted the coins yet?
Man, it's just a lot. I'm not going to count all that. I don't have like an abacus.
I know. Well, I don't know if anybody has an abacus anymore. Actually, if there was one person who I thought might have an abacus, it would be you, because you are the coolest person I know. But I could see why you wouldn't have an abacus, because you don't need one. But couldn't we put all the tokens into the machine where it counts for us, or do you just want to wait till you think you have the proper amount of weight?
I want to wait till I have it, man, because I don't want to get just like a little ticket to hold on to. I'm gonna lose that in a second.
No, I get that. It's a lot harder to lose 1 million tokens than it is one ticket, because with the ticket, there's no weight to it, and you can feel it. You can feel it when you're walking around.
Exactly, and I'm afraid if somebody takes it from me, I won't be able to figure out who it is either. But if somebody takes all my coins, all I have to do is look around for the sack. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I know I don't want to put us in an unnecessarily risky position, but I will say that if you do happen to cash out all your coins early, and so you don't have enough to buy the hammer yet, so they give you a ticket, and then the ticket does get stolen. My favorite TV show of all time is Psych, so I think I could probably like solve the mystery in that case. Just if we're in a bind like that, I think I could probably solve the mystery. I'm not saying I could, and I'm definitely not saying that I want this to happen, but I am saying if there is a mystery scenario,
Justin,
based on the
say
number of
no more. This is like my dream. I feel like, you know, we've had so many shifts together, but I feel like we have not bonded on the level of you solving a mystery for me. And I would just like really love that for us, to be honest.
Okay. Well, I think we could probably do like a little tiny mystery to start, and then that way we don't have to risk, losing
I got
any
one.
coinage.
Let's see how many coins we can take from that birthday.
Okay. Is that a mystery?
Come on, man. My name is Rocco.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. You say that all the time.
It's a mystery in my book, man.
Okay.
Justin, wait.
What?
We got to get you a sick nickname.
Yeah. My mom calls me Dusty Justy because apparently when I was a baby I used to like to play in the dirt, but I don't really like that name. I don't identify with it, so.
No. It can't be something your mom calls you.
Yeah.
It's got to be like something you do. Like my name is Rocco because I just like, you know me, I just shake things. Like anytime I'm playing quarters in the machine game, you know what I'm talking about. Pinball, I shake that. You know, anytime I'm buying chips or a soda, I shake that. That's how I got half my coins, man, is I just shake the machine.
Oh my God. This whole time I thought your nickname was Rocco because you're always wearing like Rocco from Rocco's Modern Lifestyle like Hawaiian t-shirts.
No, I did that after, man. I did that after.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got to live up to your name too. You can't just have it.
That's so true. Oh my God, that's so true. Okay, well, I don't want to you don't have to tell me this, but what's your real name then?
Maybe later.
Okay. Okay, well, don't think first thing that comes to your mind, what should my nickname be just based on our relationship?
Gatsby.
Gatsby?
No, Gatsby, like
Oh, Gatsby.
Yeah.
Because I can't breathe because of my inhaler situation. I thought you said Gatsby because I'm like cool and suave and debonair, like
no,
Gatsby
man, that guy never
book.
liked himself, and that was the problem. You got a good heart. You're not like Gatsby.
Yeah, I guess I do have a good heart. It's my lungs that are bad.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'll be Rocco and Gatsby.
Rocco and Gatsby, man.
Just always out here looking for coins.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
You know what? Maybe you were right about that belt. Maybe like me not having a belt is me not believing in myself. You know, that I'm gonna get enough coins to like really weigh them down. Like,
yes, because you'll eventually have so many coins that your pants will refuse to stay on your body. You're gonna need that belt.
I'm gonna need that belt.
Or rope or any type of string that.
All right, what do we have here? What do we have?
I got it. Okay. Well, we could like shred this tablecloth a little bit. And
yes.
Okay, hell yeah.
All right.
Okay. My dad gave me a pocket knife, and I keep it in my sock, and I haven't had a reason to take it out yet, especially because I don't want to lose this job. But this seems like the perfect opportunity to take it out.
Gatsby, I didn't know that you also carry. I am packing too.
Okay, I didn't want to say anything because I know the shape of a pocket knife is similar to the shape of the male penis, and it looks
No,
like
I
you
keep it in
maybe
my thigh.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
And I was like, either Rocco's got the biggest wiener I've ever seen, or he's also packing knife.
Well, can it be both?
It can be both. I haven't seen your wiener yet.
Well,
That's what,
maybe
know.
maybe if we find more coins tonight, might happen.
Okay. Hell yeah. Okay.
Where do you keep yours?
I keep it in my sock. That's why I wear one high sock and one ankle sock.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't fit. I typically get ankle socks, but they don't. Obviously, the knife doesn't fit in there, or it does, but it's like obviously visible. So,
yeah.
the ability to have one long sock. And my mom's always like, why don't you just do 2 long socks? And I'm like, you don't know. You don't know.
You know what? I always assumed it was like a custody thing where like you'd be at your mom's or your dad's and like the socks would have gotten mixed up and you just, put on your shoes and get out of the house, whatever.
No, I have other custody-based issues, but laundry, they're actually pretty good about my laundry.
All right. Okay.
Honestly, I don't even like, half the time it's not me forgetting my inhaler. It's half the time my inhaler's at my dad's house and I'm coming from my mom's or something like that. I know you said it was cool and dangerous, but like, just to be honest, I don't even do it on purpose. It's just like, splitting time between 2 places. My stuff's everywhere,
Yeah, man, I get it. My parents separated too.
They did?
Yeah. When I was a baby, so like they kind of figured it out, but it's tough, man.
Dang, that's probably why you're so cool and put together, because it happened younger for you.
Yeah, I mean, like I've just been trying to prove to my dad I'm cool like this whole time. He's,
What?
well, he didn't want to be here. So
I understand, but I've seen a picture or 2 of your dad, and let me tell you what, he couldn't rock these cargo shorts with or without tokens.
Did you just talk shit about my dad?
No. Or maybe I did. What's
the
he
answer? He sucks, but it's only okay when I say he sucks, okay?
Sorry. Okay, yeah, here's the belt.
All
here's
right,
the makeshift
thanks.
belt. I'm sorry. I didn't mean like it wasn't like an intentional. I think your dad's probably cool. Obviously, you got a cool son. That's obvious. But I'm just saying he couldn't rock cargo shorts necessarily like you can,
I'm afraid I'm going to turn out like him because I'm named after him.
Okay, now I feel like you got to tell me what your real name is.
It's embarrassing.
Well, it can't be that embarrassing if your dad's walking around with the same name. Or does he have a cool nickname also?
Yeah, he goes by Rock.
How did he get his nickname?
I'm just going to tell you, my name's Dwayne.
How do you spell it?
I don't know. It's been that long since I've used it.
That's cool. I get it. I'm going with the rock.
Pretty sure there's a W in there, but I don't know. I was a kid when I learned that.
That's what I mean. Is like there's a couple different ways to spell Dwayne. Some of them are cool. I would say one of them is cool, and the other one is not as cool. I think Dwayne. That's cool. Dune. That's the bad one, I think.
All right. Well, how do you spell Justin?
Gusteen.
Well, that's the cool one.
Yeah, I know. My mom and dad spelled it the cool way, and then they got divorced, and now I'm just like, what's even the point?
Well, no, you're Gatsby now, man, and I'm Rocco.
Yeah, that's who we are.
And we're going to steal money from this place, and we're going to go to Taylor Swift with our earned money.
Yes. And I think that by the end of the summer, you and me could maybe even get a place together and solidify our friendship for all of eternity. It could be cool.
I mean,
we don't have to.
No, no, man. Like all I've ever wanted is like the commitment of a man to me. You know what I mean? It's like what my dad couldn't give me, but like for
Yes.
you to suggest that we live under your roof, I love that, man.
Well, I don't know that my mom and dad would allow me to have you live with us at either location. So it would be under our roof, you and me out on our own, getting a place together,
Wow.
living like Aladdin and Abu, probably.
I mean,
but in a house.
I just assumed if we were ever like in the apartment, no matter whose place it was, you would say, you know, my roof. But thank you for saying it'd be ours.
I don't
Damn.
I don't want to talk shit about your dad for fear of you not liking
better
me,
not.
but I just want you to know that I'm not your dad. When we live together, it will never be my roof. It's always going to be our roof, our rules, our house. We can eat ice cream for breakfast and stay up late as much as we want, and watch all the Godzilla movies and go to Taylor Swift together.
You know what? I know it's not an inhaler, but I jacked this EpiPen from one of the kids because I know they're expensive. And I feel like it's in the same family. And I'm gonna say this is yours. When we're at our house, this EpiPen is for you. Okay? You're never gonna be without.
I appreciate that. And you know what I'm gonna do? Take my knife back out. We're gonna do a blood bond right now.
Hell yeah.
Ow!
Oh my god! Ah! All right, hold on. Let me get some of this cloth for you.
Please. I think I just stabbed it straight
hold
through.
on, I'm gonna get my knife out.
Yeah, try to cut it out. Try to cut my knife out. Just cut it out.
Oh, I made it worse, man. Oh.
I can't breathe.
Don't worry, I've got an EpiPen. Here. Uh-oh. Help!
Okay, that's the scene. Oh my god. So funny to just be like clearly in a place where there's a shitload of people and you just being like, anybody? Oh my god.
Oh man.
Man, that was so fun, Erica.
Yeah.
I had a blast. I think there are a couple times in there where, like, I think in general, when it comes to me doing improv, I'm a pretty easy laugh because I always come in like happy and excited to be here and quite frankly wanting to laugh. And I think the way that you can tell the difference between something where I'm like, that's funny, and something where I'm like, oh my god, that got me, is like anything that's just baseline funny, I'm like smiling and nodding and laughing along to. And anytime you make me like physically have to like move my whole body, that's how you know what you said just got me. And there was like 4 or 5 of those in there from you where I had to totally just change my position because now I'm like, I'm the worst person to do this because my short-term memory fucking sucks. But there was stuff in there that I was just like, oh my god, you had me. I think honestly that scene, and I feel lucky because I feel like this happens more often than not, but like that scene to me was a great example of the stuff that you're good at and things that you do that make me laugh and such.
Yeah, thanks. That was fun. I feel like you like kind of like set me up to do that because I was like, oh, he likes when I fuck with people on stage. Like, let's see how he likes it when I fuck with him right now.
And I'll tell you what, I loved it.
Yeah,
well, that's the thing too, is like as I mentioned in this episode and definitely in previous episodes, that's like my favorite style of improv is like mischievous essentially. And I feel like I always play with a sense of mischievous or mischievousness. Is that
yeah.
Okay, anybody? And I feel like my love language is like getting that reciprocated back to me on stage. Just 2 people fucking with each other, I could do that forever. And I love, like, I think our scene got to this point too, especially since, like you said, I had talked about it ahead of time where it's like your character was kind of fucking with my character, while also you, Erica, the performer, were definitely fucking with me, Trent, the performer. And like, I love that's my favorite thing in improv, I think, is that beautiful balance of like the characters are fucking with each other. That would have been a very different scene.
Yeah.
But the characters are fucking with each other while the actors are also fucking with each other.
That scene gave me like a lot of like Slice nostalgia, because I feel like it had like what I feel is like a signature of Slice, which is like kind of fucked up people with heart who like connect, and then like maybe like some like of the specifics are sad or like kind of like fucked up, but like they're connecting because like, I don't know, there's something like that they're being open about or vulnerable about.
Yeah. I think Dan Carambulis, who was on Slice with us and will be a future guest of the show, I think he is probably the best person in the world at being those lovable losers, essentially. And tell me if you agree or disagree, Erica, but I feel like a lot of us had that in us, and then we kind of all saw Dan do it, and we're like,
yes,
oh, okay, now we got it. And we all kind of honed in on that, like as a group. And we're like, we're collectively 10 lovable losers. And that's what most of our shows are now gonna be.
100%. Yeah. And thanks for attributing it back to him, because it really did, I think, stem from him. And I think like a lot of it too is like either like a dad who can't connect with his son, a son who can't connect with his dad, or two people who can't connect with their fathers, and they're like playing it out through each other.
Those are the three opening scenes of every first beat of a Slice show. Oh my God. And I think it's fun too, because those characters, I mean, the lovable loser, that archetype is like, to me, the easiest thing in the world to root for, because you're like, I mean, it's there in the name. It's like, this guy is a loser, but we love him and we would like to see this character succeed. And we had Dan White on a couple episodes back, and Dan is really good at playing like a loser who you're rooting against. And Dan Carambulis, who we were just talking about, is like, in Tim Lyons, who is a previous guest of the show and plays with Dan White all the time. Tim and Dan Carambulis are two of the best examples of like those lovable losers. Like, you want to, root for them. And like, when you're an audience member and you're watching a show, it's like so easy to be like, okay, that was hilarious. And also there was heart. And now I'm rooting for these fictional characters that have never existed until this moment and will cease to exist after it. It's very beautiful.
Yeah. I heard this like improv advice once, which is like, like, for example, if you have like a scene where you're trying to fix a bike, nobody cares if you fix the bike.
Yes.
But everybody cares if you like work on whatever is happening like between the two people. And I feel like that's like where the like heart lives.
Definitely. I think that's why when you're first learning to do improv, teachers are always like, don't do transaction scenes and like, don't talk about what you're doing. So like, that early on exercise, for example, fixing a bike, they'll be like, okay, you two, Trent and Erica, you're doing a scene where you're fixing a bike. And the whole time you are not allowed to talk about fixing the bike. Because like in real life too, that's so true. If you and your friend are, out fixing a bike or shooting hoops or going for a walk together, you're not like, and now we're going to turn right up here. Great. Now we're continuing our walk.
Right.
You're talking about, stuff, life. You're connecting on that level. And I mean, I think that was one of my favorite things about Slice, was all 10 people were very much like that. I think it's a huge hearted team. Everyone on that team is like basically players that lead with their heart above the head or the wild card. Well, maybe not to a T.
Well, we got one wild card.
Will. We both thought it. Future guest Will Woods.
Yeah.
But Will is like also very heartful.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Is that the right word? Yeah, heartful, I guess.
Heartful.
But definitely a wild card.
Yeah, I feel like that is great advice to like not talk about fixing the bike or not talk about like where you're walking. Yeah. But the next level of that is like occasionally peppering it in just to give like whatever other game it is like a rest, so that you can just like take a pause away from it and then like kind of like get back into it, which I feel like we did in this scene with like talking about like the SWIP concert and like getting
Yes.
the coins and things like that.
Val nodding vigorously in agreement in her little box.
What I was trying to do with the suggestion, I don't know if I was super successful, but I think you made the most of it, is like I wanted to give you a situation where you are basically just having a conversation, but there are a lot of potential stimulations that you can like reach for if you need to, like, kind of what you were saying, like break it up a little bit, like take a break from like the conversation and like go to, you know, like kid puking, coins, tickets, whatever, you know, like there were a lot of things that you could play with if you needed to.
I love that setup.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like we essentially did do that, except none of the distractions were any of the external ones that they could have been. It was just like distractions between our two characters. So I think we delivered what you wanted, which was us dealing with distractions, but we executed not how you thought we would at all.
Which is great. That's the best improv.
I also really like that you placed us at that age though, because I feel like at that age, like any interaction you have has the potential to like be the origin story of your new best friend, or like be something that affects you for the rest of your life, or just be something weird that happened that you never think about again.
Yeah. Especially like these two teens or tweens or however old we were are like both like had parents who are separating or separated, or like they've been through that. Like these two characters specifically were at that perfect moment where like I think my character was literally like, oh yeah, this summer has changed everything for me. I have a friend now. Like he probably didn't have any friends based on how he was talking and whatever. And it's just like his parents probably got divorced like midway through this school year, and now he's trying to figure it out that summer and all that stuff. Thinking about all this now that the scene's over.
Yeah. I feel like if I'm like thinking about who my character was, they're probably like the one who's like been on the outskirts for like a little too long to where like they're ready to like make a connection. I mean, both of the kids were carrying, so that says something about them being the same in some way.
That was when you said, oh, you also carry, because you don't usually associate carrying in that sense with like a little pocket knife, more like a gun. That to me was like such a perfect example of you repurposing something in a way that I never would have thought. And that was like so funny and made me laugh so hard. Oh, well, we're approaching the top of the hour here, so we'll start to wrap up. Erica, that was great. As I said, I hope to do more improv with you now that we're both in Cali together. And if anything, that scene was just reassurance that nothing has changed in the last 3 years in terms of my not only desire to play with you, but the enjoyment I get from playing with you. So I'm excited to do a little more prov with you. That's for sure.
I am too. And I don't know if anybody said this on the show before, but I've never met anyone that loves improv more than you. So I feel like your like enthusiasm is so invigorating, like before, after, during shows, and it's so fun to play with you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know if anyone has said that they haven't met anyone who loves improv more than me, but many people have said that I do love improv, and Lord knows I've said that I love improv. Erica is in LA, as I've said. Hopefully we'll be able to get her doing a little more improv a little more frequently, but until then, there is no data on when or where she'll be. But if you're at an open mic, you might be seeing her around town, you know, doing some stuff. Could be fun. Just go to every open mic in LA and you might see Erica on stage. Also, as we said, make sure you're checking out all the Trident Network podcasts. Of course, we talked about D-Commentaries, of which Val is one of the two phenomenal hosts. There's also Anjali Vision and Dr. Raymond Pants Books on Tape on Demand. As we mentioned earlier, make sure you're subscribed to the Trident Network here on Twitch, twitch.tv/the Trident Network. That way you can know anytime any of the Trident Network shows are going live, such as this show, I Love Improv with Trent Dozier. And like Val teased out, we'll be back in 2 weeks in the same state. Potentially, it's going to be a very special show. We're figuring out the logistics of all that, but make sure everybody that you are tuned back in here on June 12th. That's going to be a very, 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 very special edition of I Love Improv with Trent Dozier. And then finally, Val, if you could throw that ticket link back in the chat one more time. As I mentioned earlier, the freshest edition of Cam and Trent's Family Reunion goes down Wednesday, May 24th, 7 p.m. at the Yard Theater in beautiful Los Angeles, California. We got some improv, we got some stand-up, we got some sketch, we got some characters, we got it all this month. Oh, we got music. So I hope to see you there if you're local. And if not, hope to see you at a show in Chicago in the month of June, perhaps. I don't know. We'll see. Erica, once again, thank you so much for being my guest. I had a blast. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you. Thanks
Val,
for having me.
Val, thank you as always. Wonderful suggestion. Wonderful technical support from you. Flawless as per usual. Hope to see everybody in LA soon, preferably on Wednesday at our show. And if not, maybe I'll see you around in the future. But above all else, everybody, you got to remember the number one rule of the planet Earth, which is the fact that I love